we got. So your YouTube, Facebook is going to be here. I mean, you can just look at me.
I'm just going to look at you, bro.
Just look at me. That's fine.
I wish everybody could see the setup right now. We got cameras
and gimbals and everything everywhere.
Man, how you been?
I've been good. Very refreshed after 11 days off.
Plus our break that we took.
Yeah, plus our break that we took.
It's been what?
God, a couple months, right?
Month, and then was today the 13th.
13th, yeah.
Yeah, we took about 2 solid months off.
2 solid months off. Yeah, it was great. Got to spend time with the family, go through the holidays, and just get resettled in and get right back into it.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be a good year.
Yeah.
We're going to do a whole lot of new things, including going live like this.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's out there that needs to reach out to us, Brian's got all that stuff handled for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all can reach out to us. We can talk about whatever you need to talk about, any issues you got going on, anybody that's struggling in addiction or with mental health, reach out to us. See, we got some exciting guests coming up.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna have. I've got some really good guests lined up for the first few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to start putting those out in February.
Yep.
We have the new backdrop,
the new studio coming along.
We got the studio set up going on. We just got a whole lot of good stuff fixing to happen. I'm stoked about season 2, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I mean, there's been a lot of work that we've put into this little time off, and it's all thanks to everybody, right?
Yeah.
So it's all thanks to everybody. We did the donation for the pie in the face thing, which I know we haven't done.
We're still gonna
smash pies. We're still gonna do it.
Matt, if you're out there, you still get to smash a pie in my face for donating the most money, and T-Bell also. And it looks like I'm getting 2 pies smashed in my face total.
There you go.
Which is cool. We're going to record that ASAP. We'll probably have it recorded by next week and out there on social media for everybody to see.
Right. And it's one of those things where the donations aren't for nothing, right? I mean, they've helped with this, right? So as you can see on Juice's side, right, the paneling, the lights. I mean, that's what all this is going toward.
Yeah,
it's just to be put back into this, so that way we can give a better experience and a more aesthetically pleasing podcast for when we shoot. So it's not just in what seems like is a doctor's office, right? We want.
And I'm actually in my own office right now, so we're not having to move furniture in the front of Path no more. We're not having to move chairs and and put it all back together every time.
Exactly.
So it's So since we left, I got my own office. Actually, I've had my office for a few months, but it needed some work in here before we could do anything. First of all, it was echoing real bad in here when we first got in this room, and the sound barrier backdrop has really helped with that, which I'm happy that we put that up thanks to the donations that we got before Christmas. We are also the nonprofit is starting. So there's ways to donate to the nonprofit.
Yep. So for those of you, and I know Juice can't see it. So for those of you who are on Facebook and YouTube right now, you can see the donation today, which is up in the top corner, wherever the camera is. Okay, over here. Up in the top corner over Juice's head, there's a QR code to donate today. For those of you who are on TikTok and watching, just head to our social media pages and you'll be able to find the link. So,
and all this money is going to go back into.
Yeah, it goes back into the podcast. That's all it does. Anything. I mean, we don't keep anything. I mean, everything gets spent, for upgrades and to further advance the podcast, whether it goes into actual equipment or even marketing. I mean, using it to promote the podcast, right? I mean, so and
the goal for the foundation eventually is is if we get the podcast where it's profitable and we can pull it off of the foundation will eventually be moved into where all of our donations will help the homeless vets get into treatment, whether it's mental or addiction, because it's been something near and dear to my heart for years. I want to be able to help our veterans that I feel like that the country has failed. And by doing that, then we can help them get into treatment where they can't, otherwise get into treatment a lot of times. So that's going to be our kind of our niche with the foundation once we get everything we need for the podcast and get it profitable, I guess, to where we could do this full time, because the goal is to do everything we could possibly do to try to either get some sort of sponsorship or investor or whatever you want to call it by the end of the year, so we could podcast full time. That's kind of what we want to do. Yeah, it's not that we don't like working. We rather do this work all day long because it's more fun and we get to actually help people, and that's the most important part of this is that we're going to help people. One thing that Brian don't know yet is that I am starting I don't want to call it a side hustle. I'm starting a side job. I am going to become a sober coach. For anybody out there that don't really know what that is, it's somebody that can help you through your journey, but it's not using therapy. It's literally me using life skills and lived experiences to help you through your journey. The packaging and the pricing isn't all figured out yet, and it's probably going to be on a first come first. It's going to be like each person's going to be their own package, because it's going to determine by their financial situation and stuff, because this ain't nothing to like break the bank on somebody. It's to help people through their journeys. Sometimes you hear it as a sober companion, because it's the same thing as a sober coach. So like, I'll explain it to you if you're not sure what that is, Brian. What it is like, if you first come out of treatment and say you want to go to a concert, but you're scared to go to a concert by yourself, you could hire, a lot of states have where you can hire this sober companion to where they go to the concert with you, and they make sure you don't drink. They make sure you don't do drugs. They're there as your buddy, as your guide, as your sober buddy. And so it's just a little side gig we're going to start doing just to try to help money for the podcast in general. Is what it's really for. It's, it's just to help promote this, to make it even bigger, because we really want to be, we would love to be big by the, in the next year or so. Like after all the stuff that came good this year, I want last year, all the goodness we had out last year with no marketing, nothing. To get where we got, and some of my guests, the first part of the year, one of the guests is going to be like he's a marketing guru, but he has a really good story, and he's going to come on, he's going to tell his story, and he's going to help market it, his episode especially. Yeah. And so, it's just, we're starting to get these connections that are coming into us, I call them godly connections, because like we have done no marketing really at all. Right. We've spent no money on marketing except for some business cards and some trifolds that T-Bell bought for me. But that's it. We've done no social media marketing. We've done we've done nothing. So everything that we've accomplished has just been me and Brian grinding, and for the people that's out there sharing it on their social media. Sharing it all the time. People that went to our website to buy merch, all that stuff that's the only way we've gotten any marketing. So like, I want to thank the ones that have been sharing everything that we've been doing. Yeah.
I think the best thing too, and kind of looking ahead to the future is, we don't have time and dates or anything yet. Like if you were to go on our Instagram and you saw the post I put together last night of like doing, weekly lives or lives throughout the course of the week, which just mentioned that we're going to do. I think it's one of those things that we don't have a set time. It may be one of those things where we start like once, maybe twice a week. But I think the most exciting thing that we're going to be building with that is the fact that we're going to be getting live engagement. And so when we do it, like we're going to give everybody out there like an opportunity to call, right? It's very much, very radio show kind of hosting. And so it's going to be one of those things where we're going to put a number out there, and then you guys will be able to call in, talk to Juice, if anything's weighing heavy on your heart that you want to just kind of get off your chest. It's going to be just an open door for everybody. Obviously, we don't have the accessibility to be everywher, right, or to like travel everywhere. Not yet.
Right? We're working on that too, y'all.
To be determined. Morning Juice Podcast World Tour.
That would be awesome.
But it opens the door for stuff like that. So somebody from out of state can reach us, or somebody in state. Doesn't have to be out of state, but it gives them an opportunity that it kind of just makes us available more for everybody. Lee jumping on saying, "My brother, love what you are doing."
I love you, Lee. I appreciate that, bro. With us doing the phone number, it's also giving us the opportunity if like somebody's calling in and they're needing help, but they don't want to talk on the phone, but they just still reach us out by the phone number. We can give you my personal number, email, hit me up on DM, whatever you got to do, even if you don't want to tell it live, because it will be intimidating for some people, I understand. Yeah. But this is letting you know that we're here, not just for the podcast itself. We're here for everybody that's out there. God has led me through this journey the last 31 plus months, and everything I do is just for him. This is just another vessel, another extension of all that work, to try to reach as many people as possible to get them the help that they want or need. And just to let them know that they're not the only one out there feeling like that. We want to be there. We want to be there for everybody. I want to say it's kind of funny watching Brian going back from all of his phones, our camera, and his computer screen, because like where we're on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok live right now, he's looking for messages on all three. So to watch him bounce around is like he's trying not to miss nothing. But everybody that's joining us right now, we much love to y'all. If you're on TikTok, share this live. Share it. We ain't trying to do none of that battles and none of that stuff. We just want to help people, man. Yeah. Just get on here, pour your heart out, and if you need help, call us. Because we have people that I can send you to get the help that you need. And if you're not able to like come to the facility that I work at, we have connections with everybody in Tennessee that we can get you in somewhere that takes your insurance. So don't think that we're only on here because we want you to come to the place that I work. Right. I mean, that would be great. Path would love every second of that. Mm-hmm. But like, there are some insurances we do not accept. So we're not just going to be like, sorry, and hang up the phone like a lot of facilities do. We got people here that will make sure if you want the help, we will get you into that place today. Like we have people that can get you in today. So like if you're at that spot where you're like, I can't do this no more, reach out, because I promise you I can make a phone call and they'll have you somewhere today. Mm-hmm. The staff here at Path is absolutely excellent. We would love every single one of y'all here, but right now our insurance part is limited, so I understand that. But Wink, my boy Wink, and T-Bell, they do the work to make sure you find a place to go. So like it's not like, oh, we're gonna put you on a wait list. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't take your insurance, and we hang up on you like some facilities. We will find you a place to go, because all we care about is you getting better. Mm-hmm. So, you just reach out to us. You ain't got nothing to say?
No, not on that. I mean,
I tell you what, though. For the people that don't know, we started this thing off with literally like one camera, couple couple little bitty like to see where we have come since our first podcast in April. Now we got these background lights. We got this amazing backdrop. We got two big, whatever they're calling here. We got like, I got like a big camera and two phones shining on me. I have nothing to look at. I'm just looking at Brian because usually we have an iPad, but we don't even have that up today.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing. Treaty B, I'm so proud of you and your podcast. Appreciate you.
I love you, Treaty.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, it's baby steps.
Yeah,
you know, it's baby steps, and that's one thing that we've always said, that it's just baby steps. And again, I mean, the progress that we've made in not even a year. Treaty says, "Love you more, Juice." We haven't even hit one year yet.
No,
right? So.
I think our first podcast dropped like April 28th last year.
April 28th, yeah. So
we're and we took 2 months off. So like, if you take that away, we're still in the infant stage of this,
right?
And we've grown so much already.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the stuff that we both hear back is always like, y'all are so raw, like y'all don't do no cuts, y'all just go for it.
And that's I think the best way to capture emotion, right? That's the best way to show people how real it is just, not touching anything, right? I mean, is just letting it fly, right? That's exactly what we want. That's exactly
right.
When you came to me, you're like, I want it to be as real as possible. And first of all, that's great. I love it.
It makes your job a little easier.
It makes my job way easier. I don't kind of edit like anything, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. But then to still be able to like do that, but not lose quality.
Yeah.
In that, like, I get it. Right. Not everybody, and I've said this a million times, that not everybody wants to sit down and maybe watch or listen to an hour episode.
Right.
Or, but that's what the clips are for.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it's going to draw people in just like
right.
that.
So that's why we do the clips. But to do those, and I wish, like, most of the time when people think podcasts, like, they think, just throw it on as like background noise, or throw it on for like, the drive to work or anything like that. Like, not these ones.
No.
Like these ones you have to, every episode that we've done. And even though I sit there, I listen to them, right? Because obviously I record them, so I'm in the room when we're recording. I take them home and I go through them, and if I have to take out little parts, I do. But every story like draws you in.
Yeah, I agree.
Every story, because there wasn't a single story where I was like, oh, well, I know what happens next. No, you don't.
No.
Like,
and to have that many episodes and nobody's story is the same.
Yeah.
That was the authenticity I wanted with the podcast, is the show. There's so many ways to recover.
Yeah.
And there's people that's in our journey that are gonna relapse from time to time,
Mm-hmm.
And if they do and they want to come back on and tell what they've been doing since then,
right.
we want them to come back.
Yeah.
Like if they hit a bump in the road,
Mm-hmm.
come back and talk about it. Let's talk about
Yeah.
it. I will say that, like, once you're on this podcast, I try to keep in contact with you, because to me, you're helping grow this family,
Mm-hmm.
and you're helping to grow this brand, and you're in the infant stage of it. So like, you will always be some of the most important people that we ever had, because without the first year, without year 2,
Mm-hmm.
say we're 5 or 6 years down the road and like we're really doing big time
Mm-hmm.
stuff at that point, I will never forget the people that was there for me season 1, season 2,
Right.
while we were getting where we needed to go.
Right.
So that's what I want. Like that's the best part of it for me is just I have missed being behind this mic. I thought when I started this and you looked at my first couple of episodes that I would never get it, but not being behind this mic in 2 months was like antsy. My depression picked up. Like I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm gonna be as T-Bell says, I'm gonna be as transparent as possible right now. My depression picked up. You know, we haven't had clients here at Path for a few weeks, so I haven't been in the classroom to teach nobody. So, like, as far as helping people, I wasn't being able to help nobody. I mean, I was helping people that were calling me and texting me and stuff like that, but I didn't have a classroom and I didn't have my podcast. So, like, I felt like I was wasting time. So, to be back behind the mic and to be live on everything is like, it's a blessing.
Let's see. Emily, you have, I'm going to butcher this, but let's see, you have me podcast or no podcast. I will always bug and annoy you. That is Emily Morgan.
Yeah, that's my girl, Emily. Yeah, she's got to come on and do an episode.
Yeah.
You're on the list. I have a list of 18 people right now.
Yeah, and we haven't even started.
Yeah. So
season 2 hasn't even kicked off yet.
Yeah.
That's great.
So there's a list.
That's fantastic, right? That to say that you have 18 people. Now, mind you, we did 28 episodes last year for our first season. And we've already got 18 people that want to line up and join us. Like that's progress to me.
Oh yeah, because there were some weeks last year we were like scrambling
to find people.
Or like something would happen, somebody would have to cancel because they got sick or something.
Yeah, right.
And then you're having to like scramble to find a backup all of a sudden. Or we went a couple episodes last year where we didn't even make an episode just because shit fell through. You know?
And you know, it happens. Obviously we're understanding, right? Life happens. Like it happens, right?
I mean, you got also both of us work full-time jobs.
Exactly.
So like, it's like our schedules have to fit just perfectly, and then we have to find somebody that fits within our fit.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's why I've got a list of 18, because if I know what your days off are, that's why I was asking you ahead of time. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call the first one. If he can't go, I'm going straight down the list until I find somebody that can do it in one of those days. So everybody be patient, because we will get to all of y'all.
Yeah.
And there's a chance. I mean, there's a chance if as the year goes along, if this thing starts getting bigger and bigger, like it was right there toward the end of season 1, you know, we start picking up steam and we're hitting 15, 16,000 clicks a month. There's a chance we might sit in here and do a live podcast, you know, just throw it out there live and just be, and
just be done with it
and go with it, you know. And it'll count as an episode, but it's a live episode and people can watch it as we go. And then we'll like save it and put it on our stories, you know, on our channel. So like, you know, there's a whole lot of things that's going to happen this year. Like I have big dreams with a dollar store budget.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I think, you know, we both have our goals for, you know, not just, you know, what we want the podcast to do. I think, obviously, you know, number one priority is, you know, just helping people. And,
absolutely.
You know, that's always been, I mean, a passion of mine. I mean, I love people, you know, so when I went into, from my last job to the job that I'm currently in, you know, which is retail, you know, I went in with the mindset of like, I want to help people.
Yeah.
Right. Which is, I do from time to time, but you know, people just,
well, those people there are a little rude sometimes.
Yeah. Those people,
they're really trying to get their construction jobs going.
Yeah. They are, it's like in my head, I'm like, I would like to help people that want to be helped.
Yes, which is
right.
That's why we got this baby.
So, because the people that I'm helping, like I'm helping, but they're wanting a little bit more than just help, right? Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah. What you're saying is usually by the time you get to help those people, they've already gotten mad, and now you're in.
Yeah.
We could call it in recovery. You're in crisis mode with them.
Yeah.
And you're trying to calm them down and still making them happy.
Yeah.
Which is Recovery work.
So,
I hear Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's my phone. It's my text tone. That's my text tone. That's my wife texting me. She's asking, "Am I still here?" Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, we are actually live right now. We're only going to be on here for a little bit, and then I will be coming back.
Tell her to flip on and watch us.
Juice said, "Jump on Facebook, YouTube, and/or TikTok and watch us." But so like my goal, like with this for me, is not just helping people, but doing stuff that I love. Right. So
what he's saying is he wants to do this full time.
Yes. Right. So like all the media stuff and everything. So obviously having like the lights and the phones and the cameras and everything going. All right. That's me. Like that's what I love to do. You know, I'm a big believer in like if you do what you love, like you'll never work a day in your life.
Absolutely. That's what I do now. I don't work a day.
So that's where I'm trying to get, is to where like I'm doing this like every day or something along the lines of this every day. So
shout out your production company now.
So my production company is Brian G326 Productions. And it is just a wide arrangement of a little bit of everything.
Right. Calling for weddings.
So yeah, so it is photography, videography. It is basically, if you can think media, that's it. It's advertising, you know, website design. I mean, any social media management. I mean, anything along the lines of that. Like that's what I do.
Yep.
You know, and you know, is it a competitive market? Yes, it is. But like I'm gonna beat people in a couple different ways. I'm gonna beat people, one, probably in price, and two, just like because of who I am. You know, like the love that I have for what I want to do is second to none. I will you know, like I've tried to put in bids for weddings and stuff like that. They don't go my way. You know, I give good prices.
Yeah.
Right? I give great prices. I mean, especially for weddings and stuff. Like whatever somebody offers, like I'll beat their price.
Yeah. So y'all hit up my guy because we need to get him full time on this so he could podcast with me every day.
Every day.
That's the dream. The dream is to do this right here every day.
Every day. 5 days a week.
Yes.
And give me weekends off. That's my biggest thing.
Maybe.
No, maybe. Weekends off is a non-negotiable.
That's right. And
unless I'm shooting a wedding or something.
And here's this thing else about Brian. If you're a new business or even an older business and you have done no web marketing, you have done no marketing as far as social media marketing, like he can come in your business, shoot videos, you know, show you what he's got, give you the price for it, either hand it over to you or put it on your social media for you. You know, like he can do all that. Like y'all don't understand the work this man does behind the scenes for me. Like I was glad to give him 2 months off because the first year, I mean, I'm finding guests, he's finding guests, like he's doing all this production, and this year he knows how big we want to get, so he knows it's going to be even more work because we're going to try to throw shorts out all the time now because we realize that's where the bread and butter's at. That's where we get our clicks at. And so, like, you know, in order for us to get where we want to get, me and him have an understanding how much we have to hustle this year. And it's okay because the more we hustle, the more lives we save. So, like, the harder me and him work at this, the more people are going to hear us and get help. And that is by far the number one most important goal that I will ever do is helping people to get help.
Yeah, there's no better feeling.
I mean, since you started this, how much has these stories impacted you?
I mean, greatly.
Yeah, like I've seen you cry. Like I've seen
greatly. I mean, there's, you know, it pulls on, you know, strings that you didn't even know were there. You know, So like, I mean, just seeing it gives you a whole new attitude and a whole new appreciation for everything, because you never know like what life is going to throw at you.
Yeah.
And to see all of these people like go through what they went through and still make it out. Now again, we said that people, sometimes there's a bump in the road.
Of course.
Recovery
isn't a straight line. If it was, everybody would do it.
Life happens.
Absolutely.
But like to see like people have the confidence, or develop the confidence to want to come on and share their story, and with the hope that somebody out there is listening.
Yeah. And you got to understand, if you've never done a podcast before and you sit in this room and you got 3 cameras in your face and we're going to try to talk to you for like an hour, like it can be intimidating when you first come in. And we try to tone that down, because even myself can get intimidated some days. If I've had a tough day, I can be amped up and I have to calm down some. But I want to talk about recovery real quick. And I'm going to use what happened to me last week as a perfect example, because I think I can tell the story today without getting emotional. Okay. Most of y'all in Facebook world knows last Wednesday, my mom had a chance to get a liver transplant. We was in the hospital all day. She got the call Tuesday night. We were celebrating. We were doing our thing. Like it was one of the happiest moments of my life for my mom. Wednesday, me and my brother, mom was in this hospital room for 11 hours, had crazy things happen. Like they were working on some plumbing and the drain shot up and literally poop water was running into our hospital room. So like I had to run and go get the nurse, and then they had to call hazmat and they had to clean the room up and all this other stuff. But we laughed it off. We was like, that's one of those moments. I had the opportunity to meet a gentleman there. I'll leave him nameless. He was there getting a kidney transplant, and he got emotional while we were sitting in the hall and they were cleaning our room. And he was like, people don't understand how much we have to fight for our life to stay in this position to get these organs. And he was emotional, and his 2 sons had just went down to eat. They didn't realize the doctor was walking in. And where we were sitting outside and I could hear him, I went over and just loved on this man for like 10 minutes. And he was like, and 3 or 4 years ago, I would have ignored it because like I was in my whole head so bad. But to hear him, and he needed somebody, like I knew he needed a shoulder at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over and just gave him a hug, and he did get his kidney. I saw him later that day. He got his kidney. So like I pray that he's doing well today. So we go back to my mom. So at 3:30, we get the call that we're going down to the pre-surgery room. We're amped up. We have been told when you get a liver, it's a 50-50 shot every time, because like the donor has to pass away in a certain amount of time, a lot of yada, yada, yada. The liver has to stay at a certain temp, but the final check is a visual check by the surgeons, and so like you can pass all the tests, but if the surgeon looks at your liver and it's not nowhere near, like it's not going to start pumping start working for the person that's under the transplant, they decline it. They cancel your surgery. So the anesthesiologist came in, they're talking to mom. We're on cloud 9. The doctor walks around the corner. I saw the look on his face. My mom did not. So my mom was like, I'm ready, let's go. Like, I'm ready. Like I'd never seen her so happy, right? I saw the doctor's face. Me and Chris talked about this later. We knew immediately that the surgery had just got canceled. Like they were literally supposed to be coming to get her at that time. So like that's why she was jazzed up. And then he comes in and he's like, Miss Parks, I'm sorry. We're having to cancel your surgery. The liver wasn't good enough. And you hear your family members cry over the lifetime. You hear your parents get upset when family members pass away. You see them shed tears of happiness when you graduate school, or you go to your first prom or you have your first baby, you go to your wedding, you see them cry because they're so proud. Yeah. So you've seen a happy cry, you've seen sad cry. I have never seen or heard a devastation cry until that day. And that, bro, that got me. Like it hit me on a level. It hit me on a level that for a split second, I thought about a relapse. Because it was like she's devastated. Like everything's been taken away from her. Yeah. So I immediately got upset with God. Rightfully so. Everybody says you can still get upset with God. Like you can question things. So I used my skill set. I got myself out of the situation because I could feel myself getting angry. Not at my mom or not at the doctors, just angry at the situation. So like I left. My mom left. They literally took her IV out and said, you can go home. Like they said it and it was such a quick, devastating announcement and then you just leave. So like there's no processing, Yeah. So Chris and my mom leave. I sit in the parking garage for probably 45 minutes because I'm angry and I'm questioning what happened. So I could have taken off and gotten rush hour traffic and probably lost my shit on somebody and done some dumb shit. But instead, I sit there and I prayed. And I asked God why he took this opportunity of life away from my mom, and after I started calming down, I got this warmth over me, and then I got this idea, that liver wasn't good enough, mom's liver's bad. I mean, everybody knows now it's bad enough where she has to have a transplant. Like we clearly heard the doctors tell her the other day, without a transplant, you're not going to be here at Christmas time. Like we're on borrowed time now. And so of course you're upset about that, but at least her liver is still working a little bit. If I'd have stuck this liver in there and it didn't fire off within 24 hours, she's gone, so like, and I came to the understanding that's why she didn't get it, because God knew that liver wasn't good for her. And that helped calm me down. So between praying, meditation, stopping, I used the stop skill. I did not leave my truck. I stayed in my truck to use 3 or 4 skill sets before I left. Show signs of recovery. I did not have a suicidal ideation through all that. 3 years ago, that would have put me under. I would have attempted, but I didn't because of recovery. Of what this system does, what my community does. I reached out to people. I called people on the phone. I talked to my sponsor, Lee. I talked to my alumni director, Kat. Like I reached out because I knew I needed help. And that's what I'm trying to teach other people as far as once I start becoming the sober coach or a sober companion, is that these are skills you forget when times are troubling. And I want to make sure that people recognize that there's skills that we got, that we learned in treatment, or you learned when you went through AA, or you learned when you found your spirituality. You learn things to help you get through situations like this. I could not tell this story. Last Thursday I told it in my alumni group and cried. Last Friday I was telling somebody else I cried. It was probably Monday where I could tell the story and not get upset about it. Yeah. But that shows processing, and that shows I was taught when I was at the ranch, the more times you talk about it, the less it hurts. You don't forget it. It just hurts less. Yeah. So like, does it still hurt that mom didn't get that liver? Absolutely. But am I blessed that she's still alive today? Absolutely. Yeah. And that's what we're trying to teach with this system. That's what we're trying to teach with the podcast, is what we're trying to teach with everything. And like Brian said, when you start hearing these stories, some of these stories, they hit home. Like there's been stories that after the podcast was over with, Brian was like, man, that brought back memories. Or I'll be like, man, that felt like a story she was telling about my mom, or that sounded like me and Chris, and or even, even my kids, about the one where her kids wasn't talking to her. and I go through some of that now. And so like all these stories touch me in a certain way. And I love it. That's what makes it so amazing, because I feel the stuff that they've been through and how strong they are, man.
Yeah.
Because recovery, you strong. It's courageous work.
Oh yeah.
Like you got to be courageous to do this work. It's not easy. It gets easier, but your first couple of months, I'll even say up to the first year for some people, it's tough, and you need somebody in your corner, which is why we started this podcast, because we're here.
Mm-hmm.
You want to add something to any of that?
I don't think
and
so.
And Mom, if you're out there listening to this, I know you don't like your stuff thrown out there like that, but like it was an important story, so like you'll be all right.
Yeah. No, I think that no, I mean that basically summarizes like everything.
Yeah.
Essentially of what we're trying to do.
So anybody out there that's going through transplants or on the transplant list, I have several people that follow me that actually are. I pray for y'all every day. Like it's tough. It's tough. It's tough life. It's tough watching yourself go downhill or watching your loved one go downhill. But if you also compare that to being an addict, for example, you're watching the same thing. You're watching your son, your daughter, your mom, your dad, whoever it is. You watch them go downhill so far, and the bad thing with the addict is they have to decide that they want the help. You can force them into treatment. They'll be clean until they get out. Or maybe they'll go and actually catch on. But most people, they relapse because they wasn't ready.
Right.
And you have to be. I know in my case, even though mine wasn't drugs or alcohol, with my addictions of SI and self-harming, I knew when I went to treatment that last time, that was it. Like if I did not surrender to all of it and learn, I didn't have no more in me. I was just tired. I was exhausted. I was tired. I didn't want to do it no more. And that's the scary part. And the worst part about it is the stigma around all of it, because you can't see mental health illness. You can't see it.
Right.
Because most people, they mask it. They smile. They're all like, "Hey, I'm good." But then when they're home alone, they're in their bed. They're not functioning. Yeah. And I just want those people to know that there's help out there. Like there is legit help out there that can honestly, truly help you. There's things that we can do, that we can teach you, that will help you get the life that you deserve. Is it going to be roses every day? No. But it'll make a bad day, a whole bad day that you usually turn into a bad week, a bad month, a bad year. I can teach you to take a bad day and make it a bad moment and not a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Like that situation with Mom. That was a bad moment, but I didn't let it spiral me out of control for a week to 10 days like it could have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just because the stuff that we teach people.
Right.
I need a drink of water after that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on a lighter note here, because that's just who I am. Because I keep looking at all these screens and everything. I know you guys on TikTok, like, you can't appreciate what I see, but this shot that I have of juice, like on my computer from the actual like camera right here, is gorgeous. Like the way that the flood lamp just kind of graces like the back, like his back, the back of his head. You would have think I went to school for this stuff, and I didn't.
No. And that's what's amazing. You're a natural.
It's so great.
And my hat that I have on, if Alan's watching, this is Chase Way Fentanyl hat. Alan, I know you're in the hospital. I know you're going through it right now, brother. I will wear this until you're out of the hospital. I love you, brother. I hope you're doing well, and we're all still praying for you, man. And see, yeah, like I like this setup way better, bro. Like it's even got the orange back here, like our logo. Like it's cool, you know.
Yeah, I think
definitely need to put pictures on that side though. Since you're going to be in camera a lot more. I got Lexi's artwork though. The Joker picture that she painted me for Christmas will look magnificent behind you. That way, it gives her some credentials too.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I knew her. I wish I knew her her Instagram art page for people to go on there and look at her artwork. She did just text me like I want to break some news out. Like she just texted me, my daughter, and said, "Sorry, everybody, I gotta get on my phone because I gotta be proud dad for a second. If my phone wants to work,
I'd get on my phone, but both of mine are being used as cameras.
Both of his are being used. She had entered a contest to be able to exhibit her artwork in Gallatin at the second annual art exhibit. She got her email back today. It says, "Congratulations. I am pleased to let you know that your work has been approved for display at our second annual art exhibit. You can drop your artwork off at the library and sign a waiver during their regular hours." So, like, you know, she is a fantastic artist. I am proud of everything that both of my kids do. But I think it's really cool that she's gotten her work in an art exhibit in Gallatin coming up. So make sure y'all stop by the library in Gallatin and check that out.
Heck yeah.
She's fantastic at what she does.
Heck yeah.
So see, I went lighter.
There you go. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know.
Let's see, what else can we talk? What else have we told them? Everything?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the only thing we haven't told them, and you know what, I was going to do this. You know what, I did promise this.
What'd you promise?
I made a promise on TikTok last night, guys.
And is it to show that video?
Yeah. For those of you who were on TikTok last night or on my live on my page at Brian G 326 Productions.
Is this our new commercial?
This is our this is the video that I gotta find it. Hold on. Right here. And I have to download it to my computer. Okay, so basically what we're going to be showing you is the video that we were going to use for the intro for season 2. But we're not going to do that anymore. So we're just going to use it as like a funny promo.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hilarious. And
is this the world? Is this exclusive video live right now?
Live right now. So we are going to. So unfortunately, people on TikTok, you're not going to be able to see it.
You will see it shortly, though.
You'll see it shortly, though. So for those of you on Facebook and YouTube, this camera, I gotta remember that. This is my Facebook, YouTube. This is my TikTok camera. You guys are gonna get to see it right now as soon as I upload it here. Let's see. We want video clips, add, and we're in desktop. We're here. Upload. We'll let that upload real quick. And then also, what I'm going to show you guys is we're going to show you the new album work cover for season 2. So for those of you who follow the podcast audioly on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we're going to do some new album work design that I've created. And so we'll be showcasing that as well. Exciting. Live here on The Morning Juice Live. Let's see.
I like that. The Morning Juice Live. That's nice. That's kind of catchy.
I know, isn't it? It's great. Let's see. I gotta find it first. I got it somewhere. Oh.
I think we also decided we were going to start shooting some blooper reels too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because there's always stuff that happens pre-recording and pre-production and post-production where I just, anybody that knows me knows that I'm obnoxiously loud and a clown most of the time. So we're going to start putting those little videos together and releasing them as little clips, just to help promote.
Yeah. Let's see.
Brian said he was going to show y'all live. He's struggling.
Yeah, I can't find the artwork. I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's on my actual computer. Hold on. It's on my computer at the house.
Oh.
Which means...
That means we're not seeing it today.
Hold on. You don't know that. You don't know that.
It was my grandmama's birthday the other day. She turned 91.
91?
91, man.
All right, well, we're going to have to wait on the album work. But you know what? I do have the video.
Let's do the video.
So let's do the video. You guys ready? Thumbs up if you're ready. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Here we go. And make sure. I think it's on here. What's going on, everyone? It's Brian. I am your Director of Broadcasting and Media Relations with the Morning Juice Podcast. And I just wanted to come on here and say a special thank you to all those who joined us for Season 1. There was a lot of laughing, a lot of crying, a lot of growth with Season 1, both in the episodes and on social media. So we had all these episodes that went through all these fantastic journeys, and we capped it all off with a fantastic live Season 1. And we are just looking so forward to a great...
What are you doing? We got work to do.
I'm trying to make...
Hey, we got work to do.
Welcome to Season 2. Great.
Love that, man.
Great. That was fantastic.
That was good. So y'all will be seeing that. That's kind of our ad for Season 2.
Yeah.
So you will be seeing that getting blown up.
Yeah.
You will see a lot more social media activity out of both of us because in order for us to get to where we can help the amount of people that we really truly want to help, we're going to completely blow up social media to get the numbers where we need to get them, so we can, whatever that word is that I can't say.
The algorithm?
There you go.
Yeah.
That word.
Nah.
Don't ask me to say it or spell it. I don't even know what it means, but I just know it's important in social media.
And pattern. That's all it
And
means.
so you will see a lot more videos, multiple times a day, whatever we got to do, because we are taking this super serious in Season 2. Not that we wasn't in Season 1. Season 1 was a filling out process, and we both fell in love with it, which I knew I was already in love with it because it was my vision, and he brought it to life. So like I was in love with it. I was just praying that we got more than Season 1, but we both fell in love with it, and we just love helping people, and that's just all we're trying to do. Just a little average dude trying to help some people out there, with no big studio setup, no fanciness, no multi-million-dollar studio. Just
it may look like it.
It may look like it.
But this is actually only probably like a 10 by 12 room with some, $40 paneling and, a crap ton of screws on it.
Crap ton of screws.
We're making it work though.
Oh yeah.
There'll be definitely more social media activity. Especially as we get to
real close to releasing the first episode.
Yeah, well, not just that, but especially if we're going to continue to do like the stuff, like the live stuff. Juice and I are going to be basically tied at the hip. Most days.
I hope your wife's okay with that.
Well, I mean, during the day,
she don't care because she's at work.
Yeah, I mean, she's home right now. Sorry, babe. I love you. I really do. I'll be home shortly. But like during the day when the kids are in school or like my wife is in school or whenever she's at work, like I got nothing to do, right? Like,
yeah, let's play.
So also I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a casting call. So we are trying to shoot an intro for the new episode or the new season of the Morning Juice, and so basically I need like 5 to 10 people to volunteer their time, and now I'll put out we'll put out a post and figure out like a time and day, and to meet somewhere and go shoot just like little 10-second clips.
Is this where they're gonna say juice?
Yes. So basically, the theme of there's my ESPN notification. Basically the basis of what the video is going to be is we're going to be looking for juice. And so I'll probably end up doing it somewhere like downtown Nashville. Right?
Nice.
I feel like that would be really fun. Like, Centennial Park, like get a really nice day and basically just get a bunch of people just like walking around just like juice.
What about if people are in different areas and they send us a little clip?
Oh yeah, that would be
like they send us a little clip and they go like if they're somewhere out in public or something, they're like juice,
Yeah, I'd be open for that too. The thing I would say that, and we'll open the doors up for that as well. If you're here in Middle Tennessee, we're gonna do it. We'll do it live. We'll go somewhere and we'll shoot a couple shots. But for those of you, if you are out of state, or anything like that, then yes, just video yourself just saying the name juice, right? But almost
in a question.
In a question, like confused, like you're looking for juice, right? So if there's any creators out there that would love to partake in this, the only thing that I would ask is make sure that you record it horizontally, not vertically. So that way, because it's gonna be filling up, like a YouTube screen. So we want that horizontal, the landscape, if you will.
Yes.
Video.
And where should they send these videos to?
You can send them directly to any of the social media pages of the Morning Juice. So at Morning Juice Pod. You can also send them to my production page. At Brian G326 Productions, or on Instagram at Brian G_326X is my handle. So you can send them there as well. And basically I'll just take out, piece it all together, and
so let's make this fun. So like anybody out there that wants to shoot live and or send us a video, more the merrier. We can make it fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do we need to put a time limit on this?
So I would say, the first episode, we're slating the first episode to come out February 9th, which is the day after the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So
it's also a day that most Americans take off because they watch the Super Bowl. So we are being strategic by this.
Yep. So February 9th will be our first episode. So at any point before February 5th,
okay,
I would say. So February 5th is going to be my cutoff. And then, so that way it gives me, a couple days to kind of put it together. So that way I can use it. Also,
and anybody on TikTok that don't know me, man, if y'all are wherever y'all are at, because y'all will be like California, Seattle, get out there and do it. Like this, let's make this like fun. Like let's do this.
And also, I would like to open up if there's any musicians out there about putting together maybe like a little podcast soundtrack. that we can use.
Yeah, Mike Doty.
So
my friend Mike, I need you to hit us up. You and Jack.
But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
So I guess we're going to end this live now.
Yep.
For everybody that stopped in, stayed for the whole thing, popped in for a second, we greatly appreciate y'all. This is our first of many. This is the Morning Juice. I am your host, Juice, and we will see you later. See ya, juicers.